Hey, it's Taylor from SemiRandom Science, and I'm joined with
Emily from SemiRandom Thoughts.
And today we are going to be talking about the psychology of color. So we are going to start by looking at some of the different colors and how they can create certain emotions. So the first one we'll look at is red. Red can mean hungry, or it just makes you want food, which is part of why McDonald's uses it in their logo, is because it just makes people hungry for some reason.
I don't know what it is about red that makes people hungry, but I'm always hungry, so. Orange is a color that often represents caution. For instance, a lot of scissors that aren't like decorative scissors are actually orange, which is interesting to me. And also construction sites and like construction vests and just like a lot of the things you'll see around them, the cones and stuff, are all orange, and those kind of represent caution.
Orange is an interesting color because it's just really bright, it's really noticeable, and it's hard to miss. And so I think that's part of why it means caution, is that you immediately notice it.
Ooh.
So our third color is yellow. Yellow is kind of a color that means just caution again, like orange, but it's just kind of more like a bumblebee or a lemon. It's just kind of saying, just watch out a little bit. It's very bright and noticeable, similar to orange.
Save the trees. So green is a color that I think in our society has come to mean like natural, and if you think about it, like a lot of things that you're surrounded by are green, like the grass and the trees and just all sorts of plants are green, and so this kind of color means, I think, just like natural to us.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because you think about a lot of the products that are intended to make you think about nature, like a tractor or a lawnmower, or even like some granola bars the packages are green just because they want you to think about nature. And so people often package things that are supposed to make you think about nature in green wrappers. So our next color is blue. And I would say that blue is just kind of a really clean color. If it's a very deep blue, it can mean luxury, but it's still it's a clean color. And so that's why it's often used in cleaners, is that it just makes people think about clarity, and it's clear. Like you often see glass depicted as blue, or water depicted as blue, just because it's meant to be a very clean and pure color.
And we were also at Walmart, just something random. So all the signs are blue there, and I was just kind of looking at the store and I was thinking, this kind of looks more natural than if it were any other color, I feel.
Yeah, it was just a very also clean look, kind of going along with that same blue is clean theme. It just looked pretty clean in how things were organized.
Yeah. So purple, I think, has come to be like a color of luxury, and just also it's kind of associated like with girls, and so that's probably like why a box like this would be made out of purple.
Yeah, it's really, I think, come to be known as a color of luxury because during the Middle Ages, purple was actually very hard to make. It was hard to make a purple dye, and so only the really rich people could afford it, and so it just kind of became known as a color for rich people. So our last colors are some of the most important, and it's really like the dark grays and the really bright whites, because these colors are very often used to just symbolize luxury, or, as in the case of the AirPods, just very noticeable. They're different, they're very cleanly designed, and that's actually a thing about black too. You think about like a jet black iPhone 7 or the Galaxy S8, those are both, they have very dark themes to them, and so it's just kind of a color of luxury. And then you have the white, which is a color that's very, very clean and noticeable. Anyway, so those are just colors that are often used in tech products today. So many people think that these colors are just hardwired into our brain to mean certain emotions. And this is something that, you see around marketers, is that people think that it's just because the McDonald's logo is red and yellow, it makes us think about happiness or food. It's those kind of things that people think are hardwired into our brain. Anyway, so I actually have been doing some reading on this, and I found that that's not necessarily true. Often it's just because we see those colors associated with these products. So when we see an apple in the store, we think about food because we often associate red with food. We look at the McDonald's logo and that means food. We look at apples, that means food. We look at all sorts of different fruits, berries, raspberries, cherries, just kind of all sorts of different fruits and foods are red. We look at orange things and they're often meaning danger. And so it's just something that, just by association, these colors have come to mean certain things. And so it's not necessarily hardwired into our brain, which is the most interesting thing. It's that we have come to know these colors by what they're by, and so we've actually changed the perception of these colors. A yellow thing has we were talking about how a lot of the yellow things are nature related, or a lot of the green things are nature related. But you think about purple. Purple hasn't always been a color of luxury. We made that because people have started to associate it with luxury. Or you think about the white and the grays. Those haven't always been as clean of colors as they're considered now, just because of how people use them. You look at Apple's products, and it just makes you think of clean things. And so it's by association that we're making these colors mean certain emotions. Anyway, just once again, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
If you liked this video, make sure to click the like button and the subscribe button. It really means a lot to us. And also then you get to see more of our content. And we really want this to be an engaging channel. So please comment down below on videos that you'd like to see. Talk to me on social media. I'll have the links in the description. Just talk to me so then I can know what videos you guys want, and also what just science topics to delve more into. Anyway, just once again, thank you so much for watching, and always remember to keep learning.